We believe that the public school system is not teaching students they need to live life on their own. Students are going out into the world with unrealistic views of what to expect, while they lack basic life skills, such as doing their laundry, banking, cooking for themselves, managing finances, and much more. How are we expecting students to go out and take care of themselves and take care of our country in the future when they lack the basic skills and realistic expectations of the world? In this documentary, we propose a few ideas that we think could help solve this problem.
From the time an American child reaches the 6th grade, they are taught that the key to success in life is to do well in high school so that they can get accepted to the best possible college. The better grades they get in high school, the better college they will have an opportunity to get into. They are taught that if they get into a great college and get their college degree, any type of job they desire in the field of their choice will be there waiting for them. After getting their dream job, they will be able to buy any car and house they desire, start their own family, and live the American dream. Most Americans today have an expectation of future economic success simply by obtaining a college degree. The entire purpose of elementary school is to prepare students for high school, and the entire purpose of high school is to prepare students for college. In fact, the U.S. now has hundreds of private college preparatory high schools that, at a cost of $25,000 per year, are supposed to increase students' chances of getting into a top-tier college. Students are taught to believe that if they don't go to college, they will be on a path to nowhere and will have no chance of ever building a successful career. Government regulations like No Child Left Behind have left grade and high schools in shambles. Instead of teachers having the freedom to think outside the box and use creative techniques to prepare their students for the real world, they are forced to be narrow-minded and teach with worthless information that will never help their students have successful careers. Today, there are no high schools left in America that teach students the knowledge necessary to start their own business, invent their own product, or even how to use the internet and other free resources to become educated about things without attending college.
As you saw in the previous clip, America has a huge problem. We are sending young adults into life after high school and college without adequate skill and knowledge of the real world. In the following documentary, we will explore the causes of this and a few proposals on possible solutions to this problem. All throughout high school, it seems as though we are taught to have one goal, college. And not just any college. We're told to aim high. Harvard, Yale, Stanford. We are told by counselors that the most productive use of our time is to be spent studying to maintain a high GPA, be involved in a wide range of extracurricular activities, taking AP classes, and looking for a great university to call home for 4 years. While the encouragement is great, it leads to some pretty serious questions. Is this a realistic option for me? And are the things I'm spending my time on in high school really going to help my future? Our first proposal is to make mandatory student participation in the work environment. This could be achieved through a work-based program, internships, or job shadowing. In this environment, students would take on a practice job where they are expected to practice real work skills. Instead of being given paychecks, they will be given hours, which turn into credit for school. Though they will not be given real money, students would be required to take the money they would have earned and develop their own plan for maintaining finances. For example, they would be given a weekly sheet that tells how many hours they worked and how much money they would have earned. They would then take that sheet and then develop a plan on how to spend their money.
Internships help young people prepare for the job market and gain a competitive edge due to the fact that they would have more of hands-on experience while others may lack of it. Because of being so set on only some ideas during high school, such as getting good grades and graduating, students don't stop and think what will happen after high school. And even for some attending college the next year, they are not used to being completely on their own. That is where real-life experience can help students become more prepared. Our second proposal would be for schools to be required to offer more skill-based classes. They would be very similar to current home economic classes, but they would be personal, life-based rather than career-based. For example, we would have an accounting classes that teaches not only how to manage finances for a business, but how to manage finances in your household, how to invest money, how to handle banking, and much more. We believe that classes such as these will give students a greater knowledge of what the real world is really like and give them the ability to prepare for the life after high school.
My name is Aubrey Chamberlain. I'm a senior here at Okemos High School. Go to school 5 days a week, as a student should, and I do sports, softball, used to do cross country, keep a solid A-ish grade in all my classes. Work really hard for that. My family and I hang out, my friends and I hang out. Pretty typical there. Yeah, I also work a lot. I have 2 jobs currently. Got to go to college. And let's see, I moved out last year, around this time actually, like February. Moved out of my parents' house and living with my cousin. Trying to save up. I really don't think the public school system in general does a good job preparing its students for the real life and life after high school. I mean, when we're young, elementary school, middle school, we're all told like, hey, do what you love, you know, find your interests and run with that. And then come freshman year, everything's good, you're still in that mindset. Gotta find myself, find what I like, and then you hear some information here and there about college, like you should start looking, what schools do you like, what do you want to go into, and then same with sophomore year, then junior year rolls around and you kind of start seeing that everything is getting really serious really fast. You know, you're taking the ACT, the SAT, finding, you know, essentially your scores, which they don't determine how smart you are overall, but they're important. And then our school, what Okemos does is it gives us a big presentation, slideshow type thing about what you should be doing to prepare for college. But it's not realistic because who really knows what they want to do past high school for the rest of their life? No one. If someone tells you, like, I'm going to do this after high school, I'm going to go to this college, get this degree, work in this field for the rest of my life and be happy. Like, that's great that they have a plan, but I mean, how often does that happen? And for the rest of us, we might have an idea, but is your passion really going to support you? You know, are you going to be able to live off of what you like to do? And sadly, that's not always the case. I mean, because some families have the money where they will pay for their child to go to college and they'll pay for them to have a car and all this stuff. And I mean, that's good. If you have that, that's really good. You're really fortunate. And but I think a lot of people don't appreciate what they actually have. And I think parents it'd be more beneficial for them and for their children if they did make them have more responsibilities. Like, hey, you can have a car, you're gonna pay for half of it. Like, well, Mom, I don't have the money. Okay, you're gonna get a job, you're gonna need a job someday. You know, just, it's the right thing to do to prepare your child for life after Mommy and Daddy, you know? And families do that. Since the beginning of my junior year, and even really before that, I've been babysitting since 8th grade because I knew then that I would be paying my own way through college. I would have to save up and do that to support myself. I think it's definitely worth it. I think I value everything that I have and everything I do for myself so much more. Like, if I just had it all handed to me, then, you know, I wouldn't value it as much at all. So I think it's good for me in the long run.
How many, like, you put it in like a full